Hello again, strangers. So, I would say attempt number 4, but session number 4 at the very least. Jumping back in to see how much of Subnautica I can complete is, again, probably quite an operative term. We're going to give it a go anyway. We're going to see if I can get any further today. I feel like some of the words that I've been practicing from our last one have stuck reasonably well. So we'll see if that's the case. If not, I'm sure we'll very swiftly find out. But without further ado, I suppose let's jump right back into it. So, one thing I was thinking about last time as well, I very almost died to 2 sulfur fish, or whatever they're called. We'll get the name in due time. And I was thinking, the runs are pretty short anyway, so why not mix it up a little bit and just go with hardcore mode, because with the amount we're going to be refreshing, if I die anyway, what's the harm? Just adds another level of hilarity to it if I do end up dying. So I think we'll go with that. So hardcore. Ichido kiri no inochi no survival mode desu. Sanso kiri no koukoku wa arimasen. That's gonna be the difficult bit, especially in the early stages when I've got such a terrible microphone. I can already see it going off. In the early stages where I've got such a terrible O2 level, it's going to be pretty interesting to see this without the alert. By interesting, I mean fatal. So, here we go. Shokaki o toru maikai. Same every time. Let's see. Don't want to so much do speed runs of this, but I do want to ensure I'm reading a bit more, not just doing the same thing each time. So I do want to mix it up. Got a couple of ideas for ways to keep the challenge interesting later on, which we'll talk about when we get there. But リペアツール、多目的リペアツール、あらゆる環境で機能する。はい。簡単です。Nice and easy. We've got a couple of other words that we do remember as well. For you guys that might not have seen last time as well, we still have our dictionary that we can pop up at any time. I do also have my other list of words from the previous session as well, which I'm collecting over time. What I will ensure that I'm doing in this case is not referring to it too often, because I don't want to cheat. If I forget any words, that's on me. I should be facing the punishments for that, ideally. Reason I mention that is just because we had an interesting word with flashlight here. Oop, if we jump back into the tools, interesting new word, battery kudo, so battery run. So battery kudo no zen kankyo taio gata kogen. So we can read the flashlight, we can read the repair tool. We've pinned that. You know what, I may as well pin that as well, although I know in looking for some of the ingredients for the battery, that's probably going to throw a bit of a spanner in the works. Hello, Aurora. So loud. Right. Aurora Gore. So, important thing to note then, while I'm doing hardcore mode, I've still got my O2 meter on the left hand side. However, I'm not going to get the very handy warnings. So, let's see how long that lasts before I drown. I'm going to be watching it like a hawk now. Kaiga no kudaku. And another one.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but
I don't know if we read these last time as well. So, 2 of the basic ingredients. So we've got do kouseki for copper ore, kouseki being a really useful word. And we've got haisen no hishi sozai, so a vital ingredient in cabling or electric cables. and then titanium, 基本的な建築素材, so a basic building material. So very nice. We'd read through these ones as well last time, so Aurora 号は船体に不具合が生じ、軌道から外れました。原因不明、周囲に人間の生体反応はありません。And then 銅はすべての動力機器に必須の構成要素です。生存できる可能性が増加したでしょう。おそらく、きっと。はい。Let's get me some seeds. Do need to get the scanner as well. Ah, Zangai. So, Shi Graido no Zangai. Again, that's another case of almost forgetting the English words. Kizoku Kuzu. Because I would say remnants, but remnants not really applicable. Scraps, leftovers, Zangai. Where? I always lose it. There we go. I've got it. Avoid the bad fish, take the good fish.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
So it is. I almost want to get to the repair tool first, rather swiftly, so we can start moving on to some other words. Again, probably going to be my downfall, but we shall see. More and more I've been getting the bug for Subnautica. I've been watching Connor, Seadog VA again, and some of the things I've seen about the late game that I didn't even know beforehand have intrigued me, so I'm excited to make as much progress as possible. Let's go home. Actually no, I need some sulfur as well. Hello, brain coral. Brain coralu. Aye. Benly desu. Very useful. Right, where's the nearest sulfur fish? Do Koseki. More brain coral. I think last time as well I mistakenly referred to the crystals as silicon when they're actually quartz. So, more fool me, eh? Still don't know if I can remember how to read them, that's the problem. Titanium, where's my fish? That's a different type of rock. I think this is where the fun is as well. While we're still in the early stages of this, deciding whether to force myself into reading things or not. Because I suppose I could just sit around and eat bladderfish consistently, and then I wouldn't have to be worried at all. But I don't imagine that's going to be very entertaining. But at the very least, I want to be able to get to scanning things. Because if you guys haven't seen it before, the database system in this game is brilliant. And kind of why I wanted to do this whole thing in the first place. Hello, Peeper. You know what? I'll take a Peeper. If I can read one extra fish, then I suppose that benefits me in some way. This cave looks dangerous. However, again,
in the local cave systems, sulfur is an essential
too right we are.
component of the repair tool.
Right, down we go. 金属傷が必要です。Right, eyes peeled. Let's see where one is. There you are. Give me the sulfur. That went rather well. Right, we've got everything we need now for the repair tool, so let's get that done. We can even get a new PDA entry, talking of which we could probably do with reading the ones we've got as well, but let's get some food first. We must remain vigilant. Right, let's get on board. So again we have 脱出ボートに乗り込む。はい。はしごを使う。ファブリケーターを使う。はい。そう、食料。Water we're not too bad for actually. ろ過した水。完全なキキマク。I'm doubting myself whether that is Maku. I think I've read it as Maku every single time and I'm not 100% sure now. So, 完全なキキ. I'm gonna have to check it. I will have to. ろ過された水、ベジタリアン向けではない。ブラダフィッシュ、作成する設計図をピン止めする。Do I admit defeat? I'm not one for cementing bad habits, he says. I probably don't have the best learning habits in the world, but we'll see. But I'm going to have to look it up. I am fairly certain it is Maku, but we will have a look anyway. Just to double check, so... Oh, never mind, we'll just cook a bladder fish instead. 調理済みブラダフィッシュ、スポンジ状で軟骨質、one from last time。低カロリー、ありがたいことに無臭。はい、そうですね。It's not even Kiki. Would that be Yukimaku? Potentially. So we are. Let's double check this word. We'll read some PDAs and I shall admit defeat because I think I've been getting that wrong consistently. Yuki and Maku potentially. Make sure I've got my keyboard. There we go. I suppose we can just do if I can type, which at the moment it doesn't seem that I can. Technical difficulties, always good. Let's try that again, shall we? Very interesting. What we'll do, guys, I'm just going to close down Subnautica. We're leaving anyway, but I will look up that word, just so I can make sure I'm able to get that running properly. So that should now be working, he says. There we go. 10th time's a charm. Aru, Kiki, and again, I'm fairly sure it is Maku, but what does that mean together? Yukimaku, organic membrane. Fantastic. Let's get that playing again. Yuki's going to be a good word though. That's going to be quite useful, I feel. So let's go back in, we'll chuck it on the list. Apologies for you guys not being able to see that then. Yuki. organic. And then Maku. I did know Maku, but I'll put it on the list anyway just to make sure, because can't hurt. Update our last unknown word. So it was previously Fuyu for flotation. We've now got Yuki for organic. And I suppose rite of passage, we're now going to be starting run number 16. It's quite amazing how quickly those are adding up. But yeah, let's take it away. I feel like that run was... Ooh, we don't want to save that. No. Kaijo, 本当にセーブデータを消してもよろしいですか? Kaijo したデータ... we've got something cut off there. Kaijo. Yep, we want to Kaijo. We don't want to save that. That would be too easy. What we will do though is we'll be a bit more diligent this time, because I know there's a lot of things that we have read. So, いずれかのボタンを押して続行。長押しでスキップ。はい。上書きを取る。はい。破損している通信機、リペアツールを使う。At the bottom we've got 燃料、電力、ファブリケーターを使う。はい。個人用ツール。はい。ツール。リペアツール。多目的リペアツール。あらゆる環境で機能する。はい。Tag that. フラッシュライト、バッテリー駆動の全環境対応型光源。はい。バッテリー、and ガラス。はい。ピンを外す。いいえ。We did read all of these as well. Maybe I should probably... I mean, I'm near death anyway, so I might as well take these with me. So we've got Hatsuento, we have Rokashita Mizu, and we have Eyo Broku. Yeah, we'll read through those in a second. And Iryo yo Kitto Seizoki. Hai. Hashigo, let's go. Right. Let's make this one a little bit more productive, shall we? So remember we've got Yuki. So as and when we come across those bladderfish, we can now read them properly. Well, I suppose it wasn't the bladderfish that was the issue. It was more the water from it. Kinzoku kuzu ohido. Hi. What are you called in this one? Never mind, I'm going to get away from those because I know how lethal they are. Right, let's go. Must read everything. So we have Sekkaigan or Kudaku.
Is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your
I did wonder where
probability
this
of
big
survival has
tube
just
was.
increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Bladderfish. Arigato. Hey.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Right. What we should probably do, while we're safe and not drowning, is have a look through, because we've got a lot of things here, and I believe we should be able to read all of them. So we've got Okyu Shokki, Shochi, Kitto, Tairyoku, Chiryo yo no Hotai, Ryuketsu o Tome, Kizuguchi no Shodoku ni shiyou suru, Tsukau, Otosu. Hi. So I can read it, I can use it, that's good. ろ過した水、完全な有機膜でろ過された水、ベジタリアン向けではない。はい。And 栄養ブロック、満腹度、オローラ号から回収した圧縮された加工食品。So 加工、manufactured 食品、food stuff, and 圧縮 is one we learned last time. So 圧縮 is compressed. So we're doing alright, that's a decent amount. We have Kinzoku Kuzu, so metal scraps, 主にチタニウムで構成されている, predominantly composed of titanium. Lovely. And then we've done copper, we've done titanium, we know the fire extinguisher, we've done that plenty of times. And then last but not least, the flare, we have Hatsuen to Tsukaitsute no Kogen, 特定の捕食者の注意をそらす。完璧。So, let's get going. Already feeling good. Run 16 and we are somewhere reliably consistent with at least the very start of the game. Any sulfur fish down here? Yes. Where are you? I hear you.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local
Get
cave
out of there.
systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
I've just realised I can't actually read the word for sulfur. Fairly sure. And that's going to get me every time. Unless we stop and learn it. Oop, no. Cave sulfur. 洞窟に生息する特定の植物から採集される。ベースの粉に水中で関連性を示す。Two new words. I feel like I've almost cheated again here because I've made the repair tool a couple of times and not actually read that description. This is why I need policing. Well, let's get to dry land. Let's read through because we've got a lot of things that could potentially trip us up. We've got 4 PDA entries, we've got the sulfur. I won't even bother going to the creepvine forest because what's the point? We know we can read it and it's just going to take time. Hello, Peeper. I haven't even attempted the boomerang fish yet. Or the acid mushrooms, I don't think. Maybe I should just do a shotgun blast of 4 or 5 words just to speed the early stages along. I'm sure it'd be very much more beneficial to you guys. So, let's go through the PDAs because these ones we're all fine with. Won't do that one again or that one. 異性生命体には想定外、想定外、more than expected, outside of expectations, if I remember correct, の用途が考えられます。異性資源の活用は効果的な生存戦略です。はい。付近の洞窟内に sulfur 性能 we've got more new words as well. 感知しました。Sulfur again. Repair tool no hishi sozai, vital ingredient or material for the repair tool. So I suppose sulfur is definitely going to be one to put down because already showing up 3 or 4 times. Let's put it on the list. So sulfur, is it going to be as simple as just typing that in? It is. Iou. Iou. Interesting. All the vowels. Iou. Again, I think that's the beauty of this challenge. This is a word that, unless you're reading up about volcanoes or I couldn't even tell you what else, that's the first thing that comes to mind. If you're reading about brimstone at some point, then you might find some use for this word, but until then, I don't know if you ever will, but it's funny, so sulfur, iou, ai. So, 付近の洞窟内に硫黄性の something. That is the kanji for tsumoru and mono. So, I feel like that one's going to be quite applicable. I know we did have in sulfur, we've got 洞窟に生息する特定の植物から採取される硫黄ベースの that word there. So that is the kanji for kona, which is powder, and matsu. Interesting. So let's chuck that in. So kona and matsu. What is it? Funmatsu. Fine powder. Funmatsu. Funmatsu. Fine powder. Probably more applicable to daily life. I can imagine if you're reading any recipe books that might come up from time to time. So as much as I like iyo, I might put on funmatsu instead. So let's update our word. Funmatsu. I feel like that's more, it's got more scientific application as well. So we gave it a good go. I will just for
increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core
So it is.
during planet fall.
周囲の放射線量増加を検知しました。我々号のドライブコアの損傷から予測される増加量と一致しています。はい。It was this one here. This little blighter of a word. So if we, again, I'll use my usual method of looking at the words that we know the kanji for. So sumoru, we know. Mono, nice and easy. Question mark at the beginning. Sediment, taisekibutsu. I suppose that makes sense. Sumoru for piling up. Mono, thing that does that thing. So taisekibutsu. That rolls off the tongue as well. Lovely word. Done it again, people. There we go. Taisekibutsu. Sediment. Lovely. So we've got iyo for sulfur, funmatsu for fine powder, and taisekibutsu for sediment. That means that one there was Fukin no dokutsu nai ni iyo se no taisekibutsu o kanshi shimashita. Iyo wa repair tsuru no hishi sozai desu. Right. And Cabe sulfur. 洞窟に生息する特定の植物から採取される硫黄ベースの粉末、水中で可燃性を示す可燃性。We're going back to the list. We're going back in. 可燃性. I'm fairly certain that's right, but again, I'm just full of doubt today. Combustibility, what a word. 可燃性. I've already failed, but I'll let myself off for that one. Well, I feel like that was at the very least a productive run. So, yeah, we've got a decent amount from that. Save shite yameru. This is interesting. Maybe that's why my game saved previously. So, usual, when we're on the survival mode, it just says yameru at the bottom. And here we've got save shite yameru. So, save and leave. Yoroshii desu ka? Hi. I sort of skipped past that last time. I think that's because I'm opting for hardcore mode. But again, I've been wrong before. I'm going to try a survival mode. I don't imagine there would have been an update since yesterday. But yeah, just for my own sanity, let's have another look. Izureka no button o oshite kudasai. Ozoko. He's making the words up as he goes. He's a fraud. 医療用キット製造機開く救命キットを取り出す。はい、そうしましょう。はい、ストレージ。Materials. He's skim reading. Somebody get him. 箸を使う。個人用ツール。Can I remember? Right, this is a test of my memory. Can I remember what materials you need to make the knife? Fairly sure it is the silicon gum and titanium, and that's it. Which means I could make that too. Not that I'm going to be alive for long enough to need to defend myself from anything. and I'll also have to read the description. So no, I ain't doing it. Let's just survive for a little bit, make some fish, test if I can remember all of the descriptions I've read so far, and actually see if we can repair something in the pod. That would be quite nice. Brother fish.
The Aurora
Hite
suffered
kudasai.
orbital hull failure. Cause
Not like that, for anyone who understood that.
Life signs detected. Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Hello?
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Always sounds so painful. Ah, what are you? Oh, I can't even get your name. Oru fishu o hirou. I will not pick you up. Leave me alone. Stranger fish. Stranger danger.
Oxygen.
Kaimen made jousho. Obviously now we've got the oxygen warning as well. Brain kororu. Don't mind if I do. Sekkaigan o kudaku.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but
Osoraku.
plausible.
Kito. I'm going to remember all of these PDA entries off by heart by the end of this. Which I suppose, again, has its benefits, but it's an odd thing. Just get back to Japan and someone asks you a simple question, you start reading off reels from PDAs. I don't imagine that's got too much application, but... Come on. Goodbye no tane. Let's take loads. Hello, sir. Sanso wa. Sanso kie made. この惑星の植物は未知の多様性に満ちた。Never mind. Just stay on the screen longer and then I won't have to read it when I get back. Do we have everything? We do. We have the cave sulfur, we have the seeds. I wonder what's behind that cloud. Is it more or less obvious than the other one? Will we ever make it over there? Probably not. I mean, actually, eventually we will. So, let's... Zairai. Teison. Sonzai. Hai, Zairai no Shushi. クリーパインの種、シリコンと油を含む在来の種子 We're safe for now. 洞窟に生息する特定の植物から採取され You know it's bad when you're not struggling. 採取される硫黄ベースの粉末、水中で可燃性を示す。はい。We will drink some water there. 完全な有機膜でろ過された水。はい。And 栄養ブロック。We are good. 調理済み食品。スポンジ状で軟骨質が素晴らしい。はい。Two bladder fish that I might actually get to eat and enjoy. Kihon sozai, hiraku. Hi. Ooh, I'm hovering over things again. We want this one. Shirikon gomu, shirikon base no gosei gomu. Creepine no tane sakusei suru. Hi. Have I really not picked up any titanium? Shirikon gomu. Where's that? Is kind of funny in itself though. My first opportunity so far to leave the pod for a second time, and it's solely based on me being forgetful. And we're getting this second cutscene. Hello, Rabbit Ray. Can we get to the point where we can build something? No, we cannot. Come on. Titanium. Sekkaigan o kuraku. Hai. Do not drown. Not just yet. Okay. Back in we go. And this means Kojin yo tsuru. Tsuru. I can make the knife. Did I hover over it last time? I'm getting forgetful of my old age. Repair tsuru. Tamokuteki repair tsuru. Arayuru kankyou de kinou suru. Subarashi. New PDA? No, we are good. Secondary system sonsai. Sonsho. Repair tsuru o tsukau. Yeah. All of these are good. Look at all these items that we can read now. Doesn't it make you happy? Ongoe kiroku. Kono wakusei no shokubutsu wa michi no tayosei ni michita seitai kei o agukunde imasu. Well remembered, Luke. Zara naru kenkyu ga suisho. Was it suisho? Suisho saremasu. Yes, it was. Suisho. I will not look. 脳はすべての動力機器に必死の構成要素です。生存できる可能性が増加したでしょう。おそらくきっと。So, accounting only for the PDAs and the items I currently have in my inventory, I'm actually up to date. 修理する。リペアツールを使う。はい。It's working. He's doing it.
Lightpod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
新たなデータが PDA に追加されました。Yes, it was. Oh, and there's now more notifications. I already spotted something. So, 脱出ポッドの二次システムが起動しました。周囲環境の I do know this. I do know this. And I definitely know that's done. 周囲環境の What is that noise? That happened last time as well. I have no idea what that is. It scared the crap out of me last time. Is it something out here? Is it just nighttime? Is it... God, this game's beautiful. Right. Can I remember it? Can I squeeze something out of my brain? 注意環境の〇〇とデータバンクへの結果だ。出力を開始します。Third with データバンク。実質データ。惑星 4546b の環境調査結果。惑星. See, this is where the fun comes in. How much of this will I... These are where...
Increased local radiation levels.
Correct. Don't interrupt me.
Consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Yes. 惑星 454b 6b の環境調査結果。カテゴリー3の海洋惑星。大気の主成分は、sure that's carbon と酸素。生物多様性に We've got more words. We've got more words. I'm going to have to learn all of these though, because this is an unavoidable entry. 危険性、リヴァイアサン級の捕食者が存在する。I was right with 在 as well. 存在する可能性ある。海水から大量の外来バクテリアを検知。この惑星は宇宙連絡の範囲外に位置するため、救助は期待できない。防御病じゃなくて、couple of words here. スーツや光源サポート装置なしでこの惑星を探索することは推奨されない。We do not recommend you investigating or searching this planet. What have we got here then? So, from this one. Oh, we know this one. That's fine. That's just the radiation that's going to kill us. Satsudan. Is it Satsudan? I feel like it is. What sort of level of confidence do I have in that? Let's give it a go. We have failed. Drumroll please. Is he right? Is he typing in Japanese or English as well? It's not Satsudan. And then, yeah. Let's look for it through radicals. So we have U, which I believe, if I remember correct, is 7 strokes. It is indeed. And we have... Where have you gone? I need my roof. That'll do it. And 3 strokes. There we go. Shindan, diagnosis. Well, Shindan, diagnosis. And what's that then? So we've got 脱出ポッドの二次システムが起動しました。周囲環境の診断とデータバンクへの結果、出力を開始します。Interesting. Shindan Diagnostics. So this one's quite long. However, there's only a few words in there that I don't actually know. But, at least from a reading level. So 惑星環境調査結果カテゴリー3の海洋惑星大気の主成分は this one. I'm betting again. This is what I'm reading for everyone querying it. So behind this we've got, this is sun salt. Sun salt comes up a lot because we're talking about oxygen and O2. This one I would assume is carbon, because I know the salt here refers to material. So let's get up our dictionary. So if I put in sun salt, that comes up. And if I change that first character for a question mark, yeah, I doubted myself then. So tansol is carbon, tansol. I'm sure that will come up again. Suisol, hydrogen, I'm sure that will be appearing at some point. Nitrogen, chisol, chisol. Okay. So we've got 大気の主成分は, so the atmosphere's main components are chisol, to, sunsol, nitrogen and oxygen. That's probably why our protagonist isn't dead yet. Chisol. Konpeki, nitrogen. So can I remember them without looking? So sunsol, oxygen, suisol, hydrogen, tansol, carbon, and chisol, nitrogen. God, I feel like a chemist again. for anyone who doesn't know my history, because why would you? I used to have a background in chemistry and biology, and it was good fun, so maybe that's why I like Subnautica so much. Maybe that's why this brings me so much joy. But hey ho. So next word, you've got Seibutsu Tayose ni, and then this one, which I believe that comes from the kanji in meaning for abundance. So can I remember? Is it in? It's not in Korean, but no, it's not. It's not even close. Back to the radicals. You know I've failed if I'm using the radicals. But remember, everyone, failure's okay. I do say that with a sarcastic lilt in my voice, but failure is okay. Wealth, abundance. See, I had it partially right. And now it's disappeared. There we go. No. So this is tomu, to be rich, to be abound, to be abundant in, to be full. Tomu. So seibutsu tayose, so living creatures and their different varieties. So varieties of living creatures, abundant. So seibutsu tayose ni tomu. Tomu. One thing, as we're doing more of this, I did get the pitch accent right. I don't really... Do I want to translate? No. Pitch accent's an interesting one. I am not against learning pitch accents. I just... Yeah. Especially when it comes to reading, it's very hard to find as much application for it. I do think it's important, but not to the sort of level where if you get pitch accent wrong, you're going to be told off or someone's going to attack you, because I don't think that's ever going to happen. If anything, the Japanese are quite friendly people, so I'm sure you'll be fine, or at least I was, and I probably made tons of errors. So, Kikensei, so the dangers, risks. Leviathans Q no Hoshokusha ga sonzai suru kanousei aru. There is a chance that Leviathan-grade predators exist here. Kaisui kara tairyou no gairai bacteria. Gairai, I'm fairly certain that reading is gairai, but what it actually means... Outside, coming. What's the word? Is there an English word for that? Just external bacteria? Kaisui kara tairyou no gairai bacteria o kenshi, detecting. Let's have a look. Again, I need policing. I need someone to stand over my shoulder and be like, by the way, you're not showing the right screen here. But this is what practice is for. Again, this one here. So, kaisui kara tairyou no gairai bacteria o kenshi. Gairai, while I am fairly certain on the reading for it, I think it's important to understand it as well. So, gairai is correct. Foreign. Gairai bacteria. So, from outside coming in. Gairai. Useful. Not just for Subnautica, but useful in everyday life. So, talking about like foreign particulates and whatnot. Gairai. Foreign. I'll even put like bodies. Foreign bodies. Gairai. How many more are there? この惑星は宇宙恋愛の範囲外に位置するため、救助は期待できない。宇宙恋愛 Galaxy no honey guy outside of this sector, this ichi suru tame kyujo, help, assistance wa kitai dekinai, you shouldn't expect any assistance. And then for the most part, the only two other words, this one comes up in Monster Hunter a lot. I can't remember if it's Borgyo or Borgo. I believe it is Borgo. because kago, if I remember correct, was divine protection, which used this kanji on the right. Somebody stop me. These last little bits at the bottom. So we've got this word here, which means protection or protective, and then this wide support. So that's the kanji for hiro, or hiroi for wide, and that is the kanji from chiiki for region or space. So bogo, I'm going to vote bogo for protection, but we will see if I am right again. Bogo. Bogo is correct. Seikai desu. Bogo, protection. Look how many words we're adding. He's never going to remember all of these. He's crazy. Of course he is. And last one is going to be koiki, is my guess. Koiki. This is the beauty of kanji. It's one of the few languages out there where you can either understand something but not read it, or read something but not understand it. Where I feel like for, at least for European languages anyway, and at least for myself as someone who lives in that area, it's easy to come across a word and just be like, I fully understand what that means, without any sort of doubt or query. Whereas for Japanese, there's so many different aspects to how these words work that it does. I've never experienced anything like it, so it is interesting. Wide area, koiki. So pretty much got that one correct as well. Go me. So that's a lot of. I should as well. If we split this, that's where we got to last time. So we've only done 2 runs. And I've very much moved the goalpost because I've put all of these words on. But we should now be able to read this entire entry. So we've got Wakuse 4546B の環境調査結果、カテゴリー3の海洋惑星、大気の again. Let's try again. はい、そう、惑星4546B の環境調査結果、カテゴリー3の海洋惑星、大気の主成分は窒素と酸素、生物多様性に富む。はい。危険性、ビューバイアソン級の捕食者が存在する可能性あり、海水から大量の外来バクテリアを検知。この惑星は宇宙恋愛の範囲外に位置するため、救助は期待できない。防護スーツや広域サポート装置なしで、この惑星を探索することは推奨されない。はい。Let's go. So, we can read it, we can understand it. This one as well was quite new, so 脱出ポッドの二次システムが起動しました。周囲環境の診断とデータバンクへの結果出力を開始します。And then all of our lovely items. And I've got a rotting bladderfish. 腐った調理済みブラダーフィッシュ. Don't want to eat it, but I'm dead anyway, so why not?
Vital signs stabilizing.
Vital signs stabilizing. Isn't that great? Oh yeah, and we've got another word at the bottom there. 充電 96%. My charge for my little zappy gun. Why is he twitching like that? Anyway, that was a decent chunk learned. So, and as I thought, yameru. So, it saved me just deleting loads of saves, as much as the hardcore idea was reasonably fun. I won't carry on with it. Excuse me. Yoroshii desu ka? 25 分. A lot of that was spent reading, so I feel like while that has jumped up quite a bit, yeah, I'll take it. Fairly sure I updated my run number. I don't think I did actually. I did not. So let's get that updated before we go any further. So which one do we want to go with? I feel like Diagnosis was the one that caught me out so let's put that on there. Shindan. And run number, we are on run number 18. There'll be a point in time where these episodes, whatever you want to call them, at this stage they're kind of abstract and arbitrary in terms of length, but these episodes potentially could be one run each, or even one run spanning over multiple episodes. We will see. The thing I'm looking forward to, in a little bit of a sense, is the thing I'm looking forward to in this case as well is actually making a decent amount of progress and losing it. That makes sense. Sorry. Lovely. So let's do this again, shall we? Let's pin things. I won't do the boring stuff again just yet, because I think we made quite a bit of progress. Let's go speedrun again. Right.
The Aurora
Lovely.
suffered
Aurora
orbital
go.
hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
I'm here, bladderfish.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just decreased to unlikely, but plausible.
Kinzoku
Alien
Kizu.
life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Nope. Titanium. Sekkaigan o Kudaku. In time, I'm going to have to learn the name of the second rock type as well. See, on paper, this has got to be pretty dull. I mean, in real life as well, probably, but hey ho, who am I to judge? I'm having fun. I'm going to drown.
Oxygen.
海面まで上昇してください。はい。Don't worry, I intend to. Don't drown. There we go. I just realised as well, I've actually got a creep vine forest closer to the life pod. If I just go slightly north instead. Creep vine. Creep vine no tane. Alpha fish. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh god. I told you those things were lethal. Right. Let's heal up a little bit actually. We can sit here. 応急処置キット体力治療用の包帯流血を止め傷口の消毒に使用する。はい。栄養ブロック We need it. 満腹度オローラ号から回収した圧縮された加工食品 and some water ろ過した水完全な有機膜でろ過された水ベジタリアン向けではない。はい。Brother fish. Right. I won't grab the Gary fish just yet. Sekai gun. I don't want to look at that rock. It's not cowardice. I promise. It totally is. I mean, how many words are we on so far today? 11? Pretty good going. decent variety as well. Come on, there we go. Brada fish. Hello, there's one. Leave me alone. Aha. Righto. Progress is being made. Kaigan, titanium, kaigan, titanium. Hai.
Oxygen.
酸素きれい。脱出ポッドに乗り込む。そうです。And back to it. ファブリケーターを使う。基本素材、シリコンゴム、合成ゴム。We don't need any fuel just yet as well, so that's fine. Yeah, we can do this. So, titanium, 基本的な建築素材 made from the 金属くず. That's fine. And that means there's more we can make as well, because I've got plenty of copper, so I can make copper wire. And did the words for flotation, did it come from... It came from the blueprint, if I remember correct. Let's duck out of this for a second. If I remember right, that's pain. I actually have a decent amount of stuff. Sekkeizu, so blueprints. If I remember correct, yeah, we had a quick look at this beforehand. So we had the Hyohakuzai for the bleach. Ah, there's a word. That wasn't there before. And I've never seen that kanji before either. Yeah. Slightly disappointing. I'll at least go down to what I was going to look at, because it was this bit here where all of these, so we had Sobihin, we had Hyojun Sanso Bombe, Okyu Shochi Kitto we're fine with, Shokaki we're fine with, and it was Fuyu Shiki air pump for the air pump, and it was Ukibukuro for the flotation bag. We're doing so well. Okay. Fair is fair. What is this stuff? Tennen yurai no aburase something or other. Sangyo yo grapevine no tane. I know the rest of it is literally just that word. And I'm sure abura and se together probably make something a bit different as well. Good times, good times. Let's get up the list. He says with a tone of defeat in his voice. So, the kanji in this case then, we've got 3 kanji. The first one I've never seen before. The second one is the kanji for suberu, which means to slip or to glide, because this can be lubricant. And the last one is abura. So, if I put a question mark at the beginning, we have Junkatsuyu. Junkatsuyu. Interesting. Junkatsuyu. So Jun is this wet to be watered, profit by, receive benefits for. God, I love kanji. Katsu for slippery, and then Yu for abura. So while I'm here as well, I will double check. Abura and se together. I'm assuming it's just going to be abura se. It is not. Yuse. So that word there, yuse, and then it was, don't remind me, Junkatsuyu. Junkatsuzai, because we've got the zai there. So in the word itself, we've got Junkatsuyu using the abura kanji, but in the description we've got Junkatsuzai, which is the agent kanji. So Junkatsuyu, lubricant, and yuse for oil based. We almost got there. You see, oil based and Jun Katsuyu for lubricant. Jun Katsuyu. Job done. Let's put that one on there. I think we've got enough time for one more run, haven't we? I'm fairly sure we do. And let's put Junkatsu here. Let's update our run number to run number... Oh, actually, yeah, this is perfect. So the next run's going to be run number 19, and that means when we start the time after that, it's going to be run number 20. So it works out rather well, I'd say. Fantastic. So while we're here, we'll just have a look through, because I know we had a couple of other bits I was reading through. So Kihon Sozai... Ooh, hello, we're not pinning that. Kihon Sozai. We're fine with all of those. Dousen, Haisen Kitto, Mizu, we're fine with. Shodoku shita mizu, dokka shita mizu, chorisumi shokuhin, we're fine with. Shiotsuke shokuhin, we're fine with. In fact, everything on this list, so we've got a couple more difficult ones here that we've not looked at. We've got Kikai for mechanisms or machinery, and we have Shiguraido, which is fine, we're good with that. Keitai gata, norimono, kenzobe. So, obviously I know in English, the vehicle manufacture bay or fabricating bay. Keitai is portable, gata is shape or form or style, norimono is vehicle, and kenzo is builder in essence. And then we've got Bosui Roka, which is waterproof locker. Anything else that's going to catch me? Shoten no parts. I'm not going to go too far down those, but I can read them. So, yeah, Kiso, which is a base. We've got Aigata Tsuro Module, Ergata Tsuro, and so on, yada yada yada. But yeah, they're going rather well. Thank you. Let's see which of these popped up previously. So, Isse, all of these are familiar to us, so I don't think, are there any words that caught us out today? Not there. And we didn't even get to make the repair tool, so I suppose that's not going there either. Oh well, I think that's, we've milked everything we can there for the moment. Rude. And it was just the lubricant and the oil use that came up additionally when I opened up the blueprints. So let's call that there. One more run before we knock on the head. Back to about 10 minutes. So very swiftly humbled after the last run. Atarashii data de game o hajimeru. Hai. Ooh, I'm almost out of drink. Alright, this is going to be the one. Don't know why I keep saying that. He's failed 19 times before. Actually, I'll let this play. I'll be good. We'll read through everything. This is, I think, the first PDA entry, if you actually watch the cutscene, was the first thing that ever caught me out. So, and I think, if I remember correct, the status board to the left now that I didn't want to read beforehand, I think the words that show on that are the ones that I picked up from the flotation device. Can I read it from here? Not with a concussion, I would imagine. Let's see. So I think that might mean, obviously without getting too cocky, everything that shows up as a standard in the pod is now readable. He's like, this doesn't normally happen, normally we skip this. Shokoki o tsukau ni wa naku-san subarashii. Tidy. Oh yeah, there was one. Sotogara. It is Sotogara, isn't it? 緊急モードで起動中、ロード中。
You have suffered minor head trauma.
I have.
This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive to keep you alive on an alien world.
We know
Please
them all.
refer to the databank for detailed
But actually-
survival advice. Good luck.
回路検知失敗、二次システムオフライン、通信機オフライン。遭遇。はい。遇難信号の発信失敗。And then we've got 浮遊装置, so we learnt that one. 展開済み。And 外側状態。良好. So we're good. 警告。ソーラー充電式パワーセル。Okay, I can feel somewhat confident standing in this pod. Obviously we don't want to be here forever. 音号記録。頭部に軽度の外傷を負っています。現状からすると裁量の結果と考えられます。PDA は一つの指令とともに緊急モードで再起動しました。異性の世界であなたを生かすことです。はい。詳細なサバイバルアドバイスについてはデータバンクを参照ください。幸運を祈りします。はい。ファブリケートを使う個人用ツール。はい。Don't do it, Luke. Don't do it. Although, the flare, if I remember right, and again, I've been wrong plenty of times so far, if I remember right, it is just titanium, sulfur, and that should be it. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Grab the bull by the horns. Oh, it's not even that. It's literally just sulfur. 発煙と使い捨ての光源、特定の捕食者の注意をそらすケーブソルファー。はい。完璧。設計図をピン止めする。I will not do that because, as I say, I've never used that because it's useless. 破損している通信機、リペアツールを使う。はい。行きましょう。We've got that. 医療用キット製造機。はい。はしごを使っています。Let's go. Dive. Why does that seem so much further down now? Does this move? This is the thing, I feel like I'm getting used to the start point and then all of a sudden everything seems to change. And I feel like that life pod does move about. Because I can't see the big tube, and I swear the big tube was right next to me. I was on top of it at one point. I know all about Subnautica, he says. Is that the big tube? No? Because that, down there, is the blood kelp. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sekkaigan. Doko ni arimasu ka? Sekkaigan. You can't even see it unless I go down a bit. Sekkaigan. It's in the wall.
In the local cave systems, sulfur is an essential component of the repair to oxygen.
Kaimen made.
Copper is an essential component of all power
It's so deep here. I don't want to die.
Survival has just decreased to unlikely, but plausible.
So it has. 配線の必須素材。OK。はい。Is there a brain coral nearby? Hello, stalkers. I've got copper. There's a brain coral. Lovely. Ladderfish, come to me. Ladderfish.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Titanium. I'm not going to look at the quartz. I've learned enough today. I mean, I haven't, but I've learned enough to know that I don't want to start learning more very specific words. there to read? So, チタニウム、基本的な建築素材、ブラダーフィッシュ、満腹度、というの外膜は天然の水ろ過器として使用できる可能性がある。I hadn't read that description before, which is weird considering how many times I've picked them up. 食べる、落とす。Let's 栄養ブロック、満腹度、ロール号から回収した圧縮された加工食品、ろ過した水、安全な有機膜でろ過された水。はい。So, let's go get it. Sulfur fish. Oh god, this is where I almost died. There's two of them. Hello. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And back to the pot. 燃料は 100%. I feel like I need to put in regular checks where every 5 minutes or so I should probably stop and read everything in my inventory, because I can't believe I managed to... Oh my god, I'm dead. Close one. Right, so 食料 I've got water, but 調理済みブラダーフィッシュスポンジ状で軟骨質低カロリーありがたいことに無臭 It is odorless 無臭完璧 Let's gobble those down ケーブソルファー洞窟に生息する特定の植物から採取される硫黄ベースの粉末水中で可燃性を示す金属くず主にチタニウムで構成されているはい And that's everything for the moment 個人用ツールOh yeah can't make the repair tool just yet 基本素材 I haven't even got the seeds チタニウム基本的な建築素材I don't even know what I'm doing, I'm all over the place. Let's go. Seeds. This way. This is the... There we go, yep. That's a bone shark. No, it's not. It's the sand shark. He is very far from home. And I don't really want to mess with him, if I'm honest. Ooh, infected peeper. Creepvine. Hi. Don't mind me. There's a spade fish. So much to scan when the time comes. I do wonder when we're going to get consistently out of the safe shallows. But look how pretty it is. Hello, Gary. Daijingu weed. Ashido mushroom o hirou. It's Psychomantis. Tashutsupoto-ni norikomu. I will stop reading that eventually. Gihon sozai. Shirikon gomu. And because we looked it up, I can even read the other one. Do I need to make any? Probably not, but I might. Shut up, woman. Creepvine no tane. Shirikon to abura o fukumu. Zairai no shushi. I might make some lubricant. Solely because it will bring me back to reading it again. So I don't actually need to make any anytime soon. But it was Jun Katsuyu, Tenin Yurai no Yusei, Jun Katsuzai, Zangyo Yo. Lovely. So natural oil. Tenin Yurai. Yurai is like the etymology of a word, but also like the source of something. So tennen yurai, so from nature. Yusei, oil-based. Jun katsuzai, lubricating agent. Zangyo, in production. Zangyo yo. Yeah, so I'll make one of those. So jun katsuyu. I feel like there's another part of that.
Is essential in construction of
Okay.
vehicles and power plants.
I didn't account for this. Well, we're in here. Let's. I might be able to read it. リペアツール、多目的リペアツール、あらゆる環境で機能する。はい。We have the repair tool and shooters to do. If I fix this, I haven't looked at the PDA just yet. I'm still within the rules. 脱出ポッドの二次システムが起動しました。はい。地質データ惑星4546。はい。So everything here is still fine. 天然由来の油性潤滑油. That's fine. I can open the data bank. We've got data bank. サバイル目録地質データ設計図. Lots of PDAs. Which ones of these have I not done? That's fine. 付近の洞窟内に硫黄性の堆積物 sediment 堆積物を監視しました。硫黄はリペツールの必須素材です。はい。We've done the one about the copper quite a few times. We've done the one about the alien resources a few times. We've done the radioactive one plenty of times. We have this one. Do I know this? I think I do. Junkatsu wa norimono ga hatsuden souchi soubi no kenzo ni hisshi. The lubricant is used in vehicle and hatsuden. I know hatsuden. Hatsuden. Again, I know the meaning of. I've used it plenty of times. Hatsuden, because Hatsu is output or development. Den is electronics. So Hatsuden is developing electronic machinery or equipment, because Sobi is equipment. And then Kenzo is making or manufacture. Hishi being vital. So that's all fine. I can actually read that one, which is good. 脱出ポッドの二次システムが起動しました。周囲環境の診断とデータバンクへの結果出力を開始します。So you can read that one too. And 惑星 4546b の環境調査結果、カテゴリー3の海遊惑星、大気の主成分は窒素と酸素。生物多様性に富む危険性レバヤサン級の捕食者が存在する可能性あり、海水から大量の外来バクテリアを検知 foreign bacteria。この惑星は宇宙恋愛の範囲外に位置するため、救助は期待できない。防護スーツや広域サポート装置なしで、この惑星を探索することは推奨されない。はい。And we are still good. We're actually okay. That's a weird feeling. 脱出ポッドろ過した水。はい。So, everything's... Ooh, we've got a change on the board. 二次システムオンライン。通信機新機能オフライン。通信受信機能オンライン。浮遊装置展開済み。外から状態良好。 周囲環境、未知の海洋惑星 4546b、酸素、窒素を含む大気、海中の細菌レベル高い。細菌, I know this one, that is bacteria. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. I don't mean to always sound so surprised. If I repair that, I'm going to be getting lots of PDAs. What do we need in order to... Let's make the flashlight, maybe. Well, I either want to make the flashlight or I want to make the scanner. Annoyingly, I could attempt to read the knife because I feel like that would be fairly straightforward. But it's actually, I suppose actually what I could do is if I click on that, I could go right there. What do I want to fail on today? Do I want to fail on the knife? Do I want to fail on the scanner? Flashlight we can do. Battery kudo no zen kankyo taiyo gata kogen. So we can do flashlight. The battery. This is denshibuhin, electronic parts. And I can't make the battery. I can make copper wire. Can I read copper wire? Let's go for the battery. Keitai yo no dengen, Kanteki, completely fine. Acid mushroom. So we can make a battery. That's good. We can make a battery. Let's go get some acid mushrooms and see if we can read the acid mushrooms. We are getting there. There are more and more items available to us. We're getting into the flow of the challenge. Dashitsubodo ni norikomu. Hai. Let's get me some mushrooms. What I haven't accounted for is I am going to have to get some quartz. Juden. We're still good. Fabricateを使う。基本素材。電子部品。バッテリー。携帯用の電源。We're good. Although I didn't read the acid mushroom. 新たな設計図が利用可能になりました。パワーセル。Okay, things are happening. Things are happening. So, we can read the battery, we can read everything else. Acid mushroom. That uses... 酸性の体組織を持つ紫色の催涙。催涙。酸性の体組織を持つ。Again, I can read it. Do I know the words? Probably not. 酸性。体組織を持つ。催涙. So that, I'm fairly sure, actually we can double check. So that is, we've got the radicals, so the one I'm looking at, I can't hover over it. But after Murasaki Iro no, we've got another kanji there, which I believe is the same kanji that we have in bacteria. And it's actually kin. So that's Saikin. So that one there is Kinrui. And Sansei no Taisoshiki o Motsu. Okay. I'm not sad to lose to that one. Do we have any fish? We don't. Ah, well, let's put it on the list, I suppose. Samurasaki Iro no Kinrui Sansei no Taisoshiki o Motsu. So, Sansei, don't know. Taisoshiki. Soshiki is organization. Tai is body. So I'm assuming that's going to be like a multiform, like a fungus basically, because it is a mushroom after all. But let's have a look, see. So we have Kinrui. I did get the reading correct. Kinrui. Oh, fungus. That seems far too simple. So yeah, we've got Murasaki Iro no Kinrui being fungus. Let's put it on the list. I've almost filled a page. In fact, that one has just ticked over into the next page. Kinui. Fungus. Lovely. Fantastic word. Kindui. And then what else did we have? We had sunset. Sunset. Acidity. I did look that word up. In fact, I even think it's on the list. And that makes sense as well, because acids and oxidation, and that is the same san as in sansor, which is oxygen. The sanse is the level or ability for something to oxidize, so acidity. Oh, that's disappointing. Sanse, height, so we've got Murasaki iro no kinrui sanse no taisoshiki. Taisoshiki is the interesting one. So we know all of the kanji. Taisoshiki. It's picked up the wrong tai there. Let's go that one. Taisoshiki, body tissue, body composition. Sanse no taisoshiki. Okay, so an acidic body, biological tissue. Again, kind of works. But we'll do body tissue. We'll put that one on the list. Taisoshiki. Body tissue. So, that puts another item on the list at least, because it's quite a short description. So, Ashido mushroom, Murasaki iro no kinrui, Sansei no taisoshiki o motsu, that has an acidic body composition. A purple fungus, Murasaki iro no kinrui. Interesting. I suppose the only other thing that did do for us, Sekkeizu, is it unlocked the power cell. This word comes up a lot. Dai. I swear that's the kanji for valley. Or if it's not, it's very similar to it. So I will, just for my sanity, just one more word for the day before I knock it on the head. If we do dai, and if we do ryo for amount, and in the middle, is it going to come up like that? It is. Dai yoryo, high capacity. So I'm assuming yoryo, if it comes up. Yoryo, hello. Yoryo is capacity. I'm going to put in yoryo on its own because I know you can get sure yoryo as well. Now that I know that middle reading. Yoryo capacity. So that's going to come up a lot. I think that comes up for the oxygen tanks. So here we've got power seru and we've got dai yoryo no keitai dengen. That's made from a battery and silicon gomu. Nice. That's all fairly well put together, I would say. So today in total, we'll call that it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 words from that, which again pretty good, all of which are quite techy, but pretty interesting. So I am not angry about that at all. I think that's quite good actually. Lots of PDAs that we can actually read through too. Dreading having to get some quartz in the next one, but I suppose once we've learnt it, it's out the way. So, yeah, things are going well. With that being that, I won't fix you just yet. Next time. Let's yameru. 25 minutes again. 25分。完璧。最終セーブからの経過時間25分。はい。Well, I feel like we are slowly getting out of the woods there. Those runs are getting slightly longer. I feel the benefit of some of the words that are coming out as well. I think especially some of the more scientific words I've just noticed as well. I've spelled foreign wrong. There we go. Foreign. What have I done there? That's why. I put it the wrong way around. There we go. And now it doesn't look right. Ah well, let's hide that. Hide my shame. But yeah, all in all, I'd call that a good day. I'd call that productive. I'm looking forward to next time because I think now I've got more incentive to end a run by learning the vocabulary needed, and I think doing more multiple words in one go as well helps with some of those PDA entries being linked to the descriptions. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I will leave that there because actually before we do, Yordior is going on the list. We don't want to forget about that one for next time. That is our word that killed me. Actually technically it's not, but the most interesting of the last bunch. And changing that now to run number 20 for next run. So next time we start, we're going to be doing our 20th run, which has gone surprisingly quick actually. Yeah, all good fun. Well, stick with it. If you're not bored of seeing the same 5 to 10 minutes of the start of Subnautica over and over again, then by all means do come back. But I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks all. See you in a bit.